Oh, hey y'all! Welcome back to Zahatka. My name is Valentina, and today I'll be showing you how you can make a quilted tote. Now we're going to be using this thrifted material that I found. I think it was once a tablecloth. We'll turn part of it into a quilted tote. Now if you're ready to learn, hit that thumbs up button, make sure you're subscribed, and let's get to learning. Your first step is going to be used to measure out the size of the tote bag you want. On average, a tote bag is about 15 by 16 with a 3-inch bottom. So I wanted more of a square tote, and so I cut my measurements to be about 16 by 16. And in the end, after cutting off all the edges to make them straight and quilting, which does take away some of your measurements, so be aware of that, but it gave me a 14 by 14 tote. For the straps, I did a 5-inch width and a 55 to 60-inch length because it did go all over the bag on one side and on the other side. For the batting, I just like to lay out my outer piece on top of it that I already cut, and I just cut it around a little bit bigger, like a 1/2 inch, a 1/4 to a 1/2 inch bigger than the outer layer piece because it does shrink a little bit. Everything does whenever you're quilting. I did a pink liner. It's an old sheet that I have that was never used, the top sheet. And then since it's a little thin and I have the polyfill, I did a second liner. You'll see later. It was just a beige cotton material. For the quilted pattern, I just did diagonal lines both ways, and I love to draw them out with my heat erasable pen. Once you attach your outer fabric to the batting with a few clips, you just clap a few times and give your table a good bang, and your quilting pattern is done. Before I proceed to the next step, I do always like to cut off the excess fabrics, or in this case, the excess batting. The heat erasable pen comes off like magic whenever you put an iron to it. Next, I wanted to measure out to make sure that my strap fits perfectly and that I like the length of it and everything whenever I put it on. So I just clipped it on there to test it out. I also cut out 2 pieces of batting for the straps. There were about 12 inches just for the top part, and it's just so to make it comfier to carry. Whenever I sewed my strap, I just folded it in half, pretty sides on the insides, and I just sewed a straight line right across the whole thing and just hold it there, and it'll just go in a straight line, making sure to hold down the batting whenever it got to there. And then I turned it outside in, so the right pretty way, and I made 2 more lines on the edges, 1/2 inch away from the edge. Next, I'm going to sew down the liner, and as I mentioned before, I thought the pink alone was too thin, so I got a cotton beige one that I'm just going to put underneath the pink one. So we layer it, the outside fabric, then the pink one, and then the beige one on top, and clip it all together and sew it along the top. So I do apologize, I do not know where my videos went where I sewed down the straps, but I just measured them out and sewed all the way down the bag on both sides, and I have like 4 inches or 3 inches on each side and 5 inches in the middle. But then I decided that I wanted to add a pocket on the inside, and it's going to be about a 5 or 6 inch pocket, 6 inches by 5 inches, I believe is what I cut. And I'm just going to sew it on the back side, on the inside, on the back side of the bag. So I sewed a line along the top first so it's not a raw edge, and then you sew the 3 sides, not the top, onto the liner, and just the liner, not the bag itself. And that's how it looks when it's done. And then your next step is going to be to sew the bag all together, almost your last step, and you're gonna put it pretty side to pretty side, and then the not pretty side on the outside, and clip it all together. Just make sure whenever you're clipping it together, you don't get your straps into the clips because you don't want to sew them down while you're sewing down all around your bag. You start at one edge and then you just go and sew the bag all around everywhere. If you want, you can leave a spot in the middle of the liner, or you can sew over it and just cut it out later. Just up to how you want to do it. Now, if you were going for a flat tote, you're turn it outside in and you're basically done. But I'm going for the squared at the bottom look, so the block tote, and I'm going to need to cut out little squares on each of the four corners, and I'm doing an 1.5 inches on each corner, and that'll give me a 3-inch wide bottom. So after you cut those corners out, you'll want to sew them together diagonally. So wherever you clipped them, you just sew them diagonally across just like that. And you want to do that for all four corners. Or 3 corners if you want to take your bag out on one of the corners. I just did all 4 corners and then cut out a piece in the middle to turn my bag right side up. After you finish turning your bag outside in and straightening out all the corners, you sew that line that you cut out and put it all together, and then put the liner in the bag and make sure it's laying all nice and flat in there. And you're done with your tote bag. And here's our little tote bag, quilted. Super cute, love the way it turned out. I did decide to put a pocket, but it's really cute. They're really impressed. I haven't ever made it where I have the straps going all along, and so I decided to try that out, and I really like it with the straps going all the way along the bag. I'm glad I tried that out. I hope this tutorial helped you out and you were able to make your own quilted tote bag to your liking with your pattern of fabric. And if you did try it out and if it was helpful, please let me know down in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the little bell button for more tutorials in the future. And thank you so much for watching and having me be a part of your day. And see you again next time. Bye!